What's up everybody, Ascended Zombie here, and welcome to my Easter egg guide on the Custom Zombies map, Project Elemental by Polystyreeni. And this map is absolutely incredible, Treyarch quality. You guys should definitely try out this Easter egg, it is amazing. So there's going to be a lot to explain in this video, so bear with me. I'll try and walk you through the Easter egg with as little hassle as possible and as easy as possible. So let's get started. As soon as you spawn in, you're going to be in this room, and you want to select normal in order to do the Easter egg and then start the game. And then as soon as you start in the map, there's actually a lot to do as soon as you start. You want to come around and pick up this shovel that's leaning on the wall right there, and you want to immediately start digging. And then next you want to use the afterlife, and you can turn on this generator right here, and there are 4 generators around the map that you need to turn on in order to activate Pack-a-Punch. So if you do this earlier rather than later, you'll save yourself some time doing it later. If you don't feel comfortable doing it now, then you can do it later. But you can activate the generator and defend it. There's going to be a bunch of dogs spawning in, so you can just knife them. They're a one-hit knife. Just watch out for zombies, of course. And then that generator is now on. So you're done with that part. Okay guys, and then as soon as round 2 starts, you can open the door going this way. You can go either way, it really doesn't matter. And like I said, you want to keep using these dig piles because you need to dig about 15 times in order to get what we need to get out of the dig sites. And there's a shield part here, location. I've got another guide on my YouTube channel with all of the shield part locations in this map if you want to check that out if you're having trouble finding any of the shield parts. Alright guys, and then so at the end of round 2 you can open this door, and I recommend that you get the points from Speed Cola. So one huge rule in this map, guys, a huge rule, is that you want to be very smart with your points because this map requires a lot of points, and I mean a lot. There are a lot of doors in this map. So you want to come upstairs and open this door, and then you want to have this area be your main camping area for most of the game. You can leave this gate closed right here and the zombies will not spawn behind you. There is a zombie spawn, I believe, right there, and a zombie spawn right there, and you can just use this as your main camping area. And I recommend you just buy the MP5, it's for 1,000, and you can just rack up a whole bunch of points right here. Also guys, one thing I forgot to mention at the start, you do want to be buying Quick Revive, as this is a very difficult map on solo, especially if it's your first time playing. You definitely want to have that Quick Revive available. Alright, so once you have a decent amount of points, guys, you can start opening doors. But don't go too far in the rounds because there is a lot to do in this map. So I recommend opening that gate first. And then we can come around and open this tree. And what I'm doing now is taking you to Jug so we can get that open first. And we can get our Jug. So Jug is just over here. Right there. And once again, we want to get the points. We want to be as smart with our points as possible and not spend our points on anything that isn't guaranteed, like the box. And here's another generator. So we want to go into Afterlife once again and activate the second generator. And if you take a right, you can also find another electric panel right over here. And that will activate the trap in this room as well.
Weird. Just weird.
Alright, and then once again we can activate the generator. And I recommend it just sitting right here. You can cover pretty much all 3 spawns. The dogs will spawn here, one to the left, and there will be a spawn to the right as well over there.
Some machines around here that we can put to use.
And then we have our Jug. Alright guys, and then after going another round or so, you should be able to open this tree right here. and we'll make our way over towards getting double tap, which is another perk that goes without saying you should have. So here's our third generator. And we can go into afterlife mode once again. And activate the generator. And there's also another electrical panel right here that's required you activate for the Easter egg. It turns on this teleporter.
What the hell just happened?
And then we can go ahead and defend the generator once again. I recommend sitting behind the generator so you can see all the dog spawns. One to the left, one in front, and there'll be one on the right side as well. And we can get our double tap.
That we can put to use.
So now our objective will be to get to round 8. And as you're doing that, make sure you keep on digging those dig sites. Okay guys, and then once you've dug about 15 dig sites, you will get the golden shovel, and one of the elemental rocks will appear, the stone of ice.
Looks like part of the meteor.
And there are 4 of these elemental rocks that we need for the Easter egg, and this is the first one. Also guys, on the way to round 8, I'm going to show you how to get this elemental rock right here, which is the fire rock. And what you want to do for that is open this door. And as long as you have an afterlife, you can go into afterlife and you can run over to this building right here, and you can go upstairs and jump up to the roof from the balcony, and there's an electrical panel that we need to zap right there, and that will turn on the trap for this building. And the trap is what will activate the fire rock in the ground. And I'll show you that in just a second here. Alright guys, so get a horde of zombies in front of the door, just like I have here. And then you can activate the trap and walk inside as you're activating it, and the zombies will all come through and get killed by the trap. And as you can see, the fire rock is filling up with souls. And that's what the trap does. It fills the fire rock up with souls, and eventually it comes out of the ground and you'll be able to pick it up after enough souls have filled it. And if you don't quite get enough souls on the first try, you can just activate the fire trap again once it cools down, obviously. And then as you can see, the fire rock is now ready. So we can go ahead and pick up the fire rock.
Like part of the meteor.
And now we have 2 of the elemental stones that we need for the Easter egg before round 8. Also guys, you can get extra money from the dig sites as well, so you want to keep digging even after you get the ice stone. It's very helpful. Even sometimes you can get a max ammo or an AN-94, which is very helpful. Okay guys, and then on round 8, the Avogadro will spawn. Just be careful not to get zapped by him. He's not affected by bullets, as you know from transit. He is a 4-knife kill. So every time he appears and tries to shoot you, you can go and knife him. He won't be damaged if you try to knife him when he's invisible. And it's sometimes difficult because he hangs around where the zombies are. If you do have the Bowie knife, which I don't think you would at this point in the playthrough, because we're trying to save as much money as possible, the Bowie knife is actually a 2-hit knife to the Avogadro, so that's very helpful. And he will drop our 3rd stone that we need, the lightning stone. Now we only need 1 more stone. Okay guys, so before going any farther on round 8, you should have some points to spend if you've been careful with your money thus far. So I recommend, just by where we're camping, opening this door. And then you can come upstairs here. And there's a part right here to the IMS. I'm not going to cover that. I covered that in a YouTube video I already made. Open this 1500 door. And to get some extra firepower, I recommend buying this Galil right here for 1500. The ammo is always available, just as the MP5 ammo is always available, whereas if you were to buy a box weapon, you may be spending points and running out of ammo, and then you have to spend more points. So with wall weapons, it's just safer bet. Okay, the next thing I recommend doing, guys, is opening this door right here. It's just next to the flogger. And as you can see, our final generator is in here. So to kill 2 birds in 1 stone, there is an afterlife over here, and we can activate this teleporter as well in 1 afterlife. So try to activate multiple things in 1 afterlife if you can. So the power fort is right there. And then we can come over here and activate the generator as well. Alright guys, and then with the slow crawler, it's very helpful to have a slow crawler, and we can do this generator. And again, sit in the back of the generator. There's only 2 dog spawns this time, one to the right and one just by the door. And that is our final generator active, so now Pack-a-Punch will be open. And that final generator also activated Mule Kick, which is in this little house here. Alright guys, and then if you've done all that, we can come back to the Pack-a-Punch area and open this door right here. And this will take us down into the center stone room of the map. And we can place all of the stones that we collected on these pedestals. And we don't have the Stone of Wind yet, and I'll show you how to get that one. So before we get the Stone of Wind, guys, we can actually start working on upgrading the elemental stones, and we can start working on this lightning one, which is sitting right here. And you do want to be somewhat ready for this. It helps if you have a crawler, but you can hold the U's on it, and the stone will actually start moving. And what you do is you have to defend yourself while staying very close to the stone. If you get too far away, as you can see, the stone will stop. So you have to defend the stone and get it to the teleporter, and it will teleport. You do not have to teleport behind it, just get it to the teleporter. So guys, after teleporting the lightning stone the first time, the next spawn location will be inside this middle building, inside the computer room, and you can activate it once again. There are 2 locations it will spawn after teleporting it the first time. And again, helpful if you have a crawler on this step. That way you can kind of just focus on the dogs and watch your fire and try not to kill the crawler. Otherwise, the next round will start after this step is over. So again, just stay close to it and follow it to the teleporter that it's going to. And once again, you do not have to teleport with it, just get it to the teleporter. And as you can see, it gives us a little bit of points to work with too. Alright guys, so we did have to go one more round. There will come a point, obviously, to where you have to go one more round to get some more points. So the next location for the lightning stone will be down in this bunker. And there's a part you can pick up right here for the IMS. And continue through one more door, and the lightning stone will be right here. Alright guys, and I recommend trying to get the crawler behind the lightning stone because it's going to go forward through the door that we just opened. And I'll show you the entire process of guiding this to the next teleporter. So you just have to be aware of where the dogs are spawning. They'll try to block you off going up the stairs here. This is always kind of a choke point. You have to be careful. It helps if you have a shield at this point, which I don't.
Down, boy. Reloading.
And the zombie will respawn, obviously, if you get too far away from it. A Black Ops 3 rule. And there we go. The lightning stone is now fully upgraded. So you are now done doing the lightning stone for now. Also guys, while you're here, I would recommend turning on this teleporter because you do need all 3 teleporters on for the Easter egg. So we can go ahead and do that really quick. The electrical panel for it is just right there to the left. Alright guys, and now what we're going to do is try to get the windstone. What you need to do to get the windstone is simply just teleport. Now sometimes it will take you to the windstone immediately if you get lucky, and like I haven't gotten lucky, it sometimes does not. So you do need to keep on trying to teleport in order to get the windstone. It will take you to a certain room, and it's just kind of random chance. Okay guys, finally I made it into the windstone room, so you'll get teleported here eventually if you just keep teleporting, but I had the unluckiest time doing so. As you can see, it's round 12. I had to go 3 whole rounds to get enough points to keep teleporting, and it finally teleported me to the windstone room. So now that we have the windstone, we can go place it down in the stone room. Alright guys, so we can place the windstone down here, and once we place it down, we want to pick it up right away again.
Check it out, I'm all perked up.
And it will take a weapon slot once you pick it up, so just keep that in mind. If you really do want to go the extra mile, you can buy a mule kick before you pick it up. Then you'll have 2 primary weapons as well as the element stone. However, in this playthrough, I do not recommend that we're going to use mule kick because we're trying to be as efficient as possible with our points. So the other 2 perks that I don't have are going to be Speed Cola and Stamina Up. There is a 5 perk limit in this map, but we'll get to that later. So, what we're going to do now is use the windstone. As you can see here, there is a stone glowing yellow right here, and we're going to use the windstone to move it. So you just hit the attack button,
A little like golf, only without a club
and it
no
will
golf
start
ball.
moving it.
Other than that, it's exactly the
One
same.
thing to be noted about this is your crosshair has to be right on the rock, otherwise it
Like
will
golf,
not work.
Only without a club and no golf ball.
So make sure
Other
you
than
line
that,
your
it's
crosshair up
exactly
with
the
it,
same.
otherwise you'll end up wasting ammo. So then once it goes over the rock cliff, you can come over this way, and I'll take you through the entire route that it goes. There is a shorter way to go, but we're going to leave our camping door closed, and that would be the shorter way to get to the rock. So right now we are working on upgrading the windstone, and the next location it can be is right here. And you may have to open a few doors to get here, but it's just right up here in the server
Little
room.
like golf, only without a club and no golf ball.
And you basically
Other than
just
that,
keep
it's exactly the
shooting the windstone at the upgraded
same.
version,
Little like golf, only without a club and no golf ball.
and it will
Other
go
than
through
that,
the hole,
It's exactly the same.
and it will place itself on this table right here. And then for now, we can leave it be. Okay guys, so before we do anything else with the Easter egg, I recommend you get a few more points, at least enough to buy Speed Cola and enough to open the doors to get yourself a shield, because we're going to need Speed Cola and a shield for the next steps. Alright guys, it's the end of the round, so I recommend going to get Speed Cola once again. So we can go ahead and pick that up. So now we have 4 perks. We do still have room for 1 more perk in our perk slot.
That hit the spot.
But now we are going to work on going to go get the rest of the shield parts. Alright guys, and once we have all the shield parts, I recommend building it right in this middle building here. Make sure it's the shield that you're building. And then with it being right in this middle building, the shield is right next to our camping spot, so it's very, very useful being in that area. Alright guys, so before we go any further in the Easter egg, I do recommend putting the windstone back where you found it. And then you will have 1 gun, but that's okay. If you hold on to the windstone, you might find it difficult to get rid of it. You will not be able to trade it out for any other stone, but you will be able to trade it out for a wall weapon or a box weapon. It's just a matter of, do you want to spend the points to get rid of it? We're trying to be more efficient with our points, so I just recommend getting rid of it right now. Alright guys, so now we are going to be continuing working on upgrading the windstone. And the safest way I think to do this is to gather a bunch of zombies outside of the middle building where you used the fire trap before, and then bring them into where the windstone is currently sitting on the pedestal. and then just start killing them, and this is collecting souls. You just want to keep watching behind you. That doorway, the zombies can come through as well, so be very aware. It is a little bit of a dangerous situation.
I don't know what that does, but...
And there we go, it's finished. And once you hear that noise, you can run, and we are going to save the zombies for some more soul collecting. So run back this way towards spawn. Obviously, if the zombies get in your way, you're going to have to kill them, but we're going to try to save as many as possible. So next we're going to work on the ice stone, which is right here. You just have to click use on it, and the ice stone will shoot into that cave. And all you do is follow it, and it's just another soul collection.
Keep it up, it's gaining power.
So one thing I would recommend with this is if the round is still going on after this finishes, do not try to escape because you will get trapped very easily. This is another dangerous part of upgrading this stone. This is why I recommended having speed cola, because if you don't have it, it's even more risky. Alright guys, so once your ice stone is finished upgrading, we now have 3 of the 4 stones fully upgraded. I will now show you how to upgrade the firestone. So the firestone is through this door. It leads to the basement of the 5 laboratory, and the firestone is just right here. But before you click use on it, you want to make sure you have enough money to open some doors in front of it, because there is a running path that you have to follow, just like in Black Ops 4's Blood of the Dead, where you have to use the fire in order to keep the stone alive. So this is the path we're going to be taking, and again, there's another 1250 door here. You just want to make sure you have enough money. It's 750 door there, and that will be it, and we can make our way back to the firestone. Okay guys, so when you click use on the firestone, you'll see some blue barrels light up, and you just have to go up to it. You don't have to press use or anything, you just have to walk up to it, and the firestone will automatically get placed in there, and it will keep it alive. And then just follow the same path I showed you. The next one is inside this furnace. It's a little tricky. You can run right past it if you're not looking. The next spot you put it is right here inside this burning box, and then you run over by Jug. There's a burning flame here, and then you can place it on the pedestal.
I don't know what that does, but okay.
And there you go. There's your upgraded firestone, and now I will show you what we have to do with each one of the 4 upgraded stones in order to progress through the Easter egg. Alright guys, so starting with the firestone, I'm going to show you what we need to use the firestone for, the upgraded firestone, in order to progress through the Easter egg. So you can go ahead and pick it up, and there's a tree right here. You can actually just shoot the tree and burn it.
That did something. Whatever.
And wait until it finishes burning. And if a part drops, this is the only tree you need to burn. So there we go. We got our part. It's a mutated sap.
That was easy.
If this tree doesn't give you the mutated sap, I will show you the other 2 trees that you need to burn in order to get the mutated sap. So over here by double tap, guys, is the other tree that you can burn, just right next to the teleporter right there.
Something. Whatever.
And if that tree doesn't give you the mutated sap, then this tree over here by the flogger will give you the mutated sap. This is the final one. You can just burn this one, and that will for sure give you the mutated sap if you don't have it already. So next I will be showing you the wind staff. Excuse me, not the wind staff, the ultimate stone of wind. It's so easy to mix these things up. It's so closely related to Origins, this map, with all the mud and the elemental stones and stuff. So with the wind stone, you come up here to this console. It says signal is too weak. You simply shoot it and press use, and it will give you some symbols that you need to input onto the console next to that console. So you don't particularly need to use the windstone to do this if you just memorize it. It's literally just middle, right, and then left.
Awesome.
And then you will have done it correctly. And then you'll have a ice engineer boss to kill, which is really, really cool. So just try to bring him away from the zombie, obviously, and try not to end the round. He is a bit of a bullet sponge, so you just have to lay into him a little bit. And then he will die, and he will give us the part that we need for our wind staff. Excuse me, windstone. So you can pick up this specimen is the next part that we will pick up. And I will show you the next stone. Okay guys, so next you're going to want to pick up the ultimate stone of wind, and as you can see on my screen, there is a red floating skull, and it doesn't have to be in this particular area, it can drop anywhere in the map. And I've had it drop anywhere from round 11 to round 16, and it drops from a fire zombie. So once you see this, you need to get the upgraded ice stone and shoot it. Sometimes it doesn't activate right away, you just have to keep shooting it and it'll turn blue and you can pick it up.
Ah, great. More crap.
So that's the third part that we need. And I will now show you the part that we can get for the upgraded lightning stone. Alright guys, I just want to give you a couple things to note on the previous step, the ice stone. So with the red skull, I just want to note with you guys that the red skull will not drop from a fire zombie until you have upgraded the ice stone. So until you have the ultimate stone of ice, the red skull will not drop, so you need to do that first. Next, I will recommend that for getting the part for the lightning stone that you buy the Bowie knife. It's going to be very helpful in doing so. And now I will show you what to do with the lightning stone. Okay guys, so once you've gone over and picked up the lightning stone, you can shoot it at these electrical canisters on the teleporter.
Whatever.
And you just have to do this for each one of the teleporters. And here's me shooting the middle one.
I did something. Whatever.
And here is the teleporter over by a double tap that you need to shoot.
I did something. Whatever.
Alright guys, so now what you want to do is get enough points to activate each one of the teleporters, so you may need to go around. So you need 1500 points. Just activate the teleporter back up and it will spawn a Avogadro. And this is why I recommended you get the Bowie knife, because it is now just a 2-knife kill and you can quickly kill him just like that. And then on to the next teleporter. So same thing here guys. Next teleporter, kill the Avogadro.
Unplugged.
And then on to the final teleporter. Okay guys, so now this final teleporter you want to be extremely careful with because it will spawn 3 Avogadros. So you may want to try and get a crawler and be very, very careful because they can down you very quickly and easily. So guys, you just want to try and maybe try to stay behind cover and watch out for their shots. So I killed one of them, there's still 2 left here. Obviously you want to be careful and try not to kill the crawler too, so just kind of wait for the right opportunity.
Unplugged.
So there's that one down. Should be one more Bowie knife to this one and he should be down.
Unplugged.
There we are. And if you go back to the teleporter where you spawn the 3 Avogadros, it will have given you a part. A teleporter cable.
No way. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot M16.
And now what you want to do is make sure you have this door open right here. Because what you want to do is use Afterlife, and what we're looking for is a number on the wall. So I've got a number 7 here. And then you want to quickly run as fast as you can over to the next area, which is going to have the next number. And it's going to be close, but you can just barely make it. The next number is in the PhD flopper room, and it is a 6. So we have a 6 and a 7. These numbers will change every game, and it's dependent upon which game you are in. So the number 6 is going to be the first number that we have to remember, and the 7 is going to be the second number we have to remember in that order. And I will show you why. Because now that we have collected all the parts, this number panel has opened by the middle teleporter, so the PhD flopper number is going to be the first number that it corresponds with, and the prison room is going to be the second number. The final number, we will actually just be using process of elimination. We don't need to go find that number. So it's 6 and then 7 for my game, and then it's corresponding with those locations. Alright guys, so before we go any further in the Easter egg, I would recommend you pack a punch.
Just like
and also you're going to need to go one more round anyway, because you do need another afterlife. So once you pack a punched, you can come back over to the middle teleporter and I'll show you what to do. Also guys, I would recommend buying Stamina Up as your 5th perk if you're playing in solo.
Cheers.
It's just going to be very helpful in running a train. Alright guys, so back in the middle teleporter room, what you want to do is go into Afterlife and enter the 2 numbers in the panel that you saw on the wall. So our first number was 6, our second number was 7, and then we can just use process of elimination on the third one, and we should see an effect. There we go. So now there is a countdown starting, 60 seconds we have. As you can see, it's counting down right there on the number pad. And what that means is we have 60 seconds to teleport. Make sure you have 500 points, otherwise it's going to be up. And it's going to teleport you to a new area. And this is why I told you guys to be prepared, because this is not an easy area.
Hear that? Something is happening.
So all you have to do in this area is run around and gather souls. If you can get a power up like this, it helps tremendously.
Damn, that was hot.
There will be a lot of zombies spawning, Avogadros, engineers, so be careful.
There's some bad goop.
And I'll show you the whole thing here.
I'm gonna do a check on your insides, freak bag! Sweet!
And there we go, it's done. As soon as you hear that noise, you can go pick up the element 115.
10-foot M16.
And it will then teleport you back to the main map. Also guys, be careful when you get teleported back to the main map, because a new round will have started, just so you don't get caught off guard. Also now guys, I would recommend trying to hit the box and getting rid of the upgraded stones as of now.
Wonder if they'll even know what hit.
Because once we get to the boss fight, you do not want to be using the upgraded stones, because it has crashed the game on us.
This is good for taking names!
So if you try to shoot the upgraded stone at the boss, we literally experienced a game crash. So I would not recommend using upgraded stones in the boss fight, so just try to get a weapon from the box, or you could even upgrade the MP5 and just go to the boss fight like that. The upgraded Galil will be more than enough what you need for the boss fight, but we're not there yet, so hang on. Another option too guys is you could just pick up the AK-47. That's over here by the lightning stone, which is another really good option, instead of spending useless points on the box and you might just get nothing good. So maybe AK-47 and upgraded Galil would be more than enough. Alright guys, so the next thing you're going to want to do is going to Afterlife, and you're going to be looking for glowing body parts. So there's going to be one right here on this staircase, and then come down the staircase by the lightning stone. There's going to be one in this corner. And it does refill your Afterlife meter each time you collect one, so just be quick about it, but you do get a refill. And there's another one on this roof right here. And then you can come down. There's another one on top of the tank. And then come over by the jug area. There's another one here. And then you want to make your way down to the double tap area. And there are multiple down here. There's one here on the bridge. One here outside this room. And go in the room, and there's actually one hidden up in this ladder area. Right in there. And then there's only one more, and it's actually on the other side of that fence, so we're going to see if we can make it here. Probably should have just opened the fence, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to make this one. So the last one is just right there. Oh, not quite. If you miss it, you do have to go to the next round and get another afterlife. And in going another round, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because then that allows you to possibly have enough points to pack a punch your secondary weapon, which is fantastic. The AK-47 is actually a very powerful weapon in this map, so I would definitely recommend using it. Alright, so we can use another afterlife. So we're going to go collect that last part now that we missed before. So there's a hole right here we can drop through, and the part is just on our camping area. And it will take you out of afterlife when you collect the last part, which it is not the last part. Alright, sorry guys, I missed one. The last part is actually up on this flogger right here. There we go.
What the hell just happened?
So you'll then be taken out of afterlife, and then as long as you are set up correctly with everything that you need, all you have to do is come down to the teleporter, and it will say charge teleporter, and you can go ahead and activate the teleporter as long as you're ready, and it will lock you in here. But you do get a perkaholic and a max ammo. So this is just a timed event. If you have a crawler, this actually helps tremendously. If it's during the round, it actually makes it very, very difficult. If you have a crawler, it's just dog spawning, so not a big deal. Actually, correction guys, it doesn't matter if you just have a crawler, all sorts of zombies and dogs will start spawning, so don't listen to what I just said. Dogs and zombies will spawn regardless if you just have one crawler left or not. Alright guys, and then once the round is done, the lockdown will be complete, and then you can get the stone from the teleporter. And a shadow boss will appear. All you have to do is go up to him.
This really sucks.
And then you'll start slowly elevating up towards the ceiling. And you will be teleported. Okay, never mind. Sometimes the game glitches and ends the game. So, I'll be back. Alright, so we can pick up this stone. Back up,
can't get out anymore.
Don't go in the teleporter, just stay right here. And then the shadow person will spawn, and we just have to wait a few seconds.
We can't shoot him?
No, you don't have to shoot him. And then you'll start elevating towards the ceiling. And what should happen is you will be put into afterlife.
Okay. Now what?
Now you make your way up here, and you basically, just one person has to do this. You just jump into the lava and it will respawn us into an arena.
Let's go.
You have to actually jump in the lava?
Yep.
Okay, we're all
that
here.
out?
Oh, Craig figured it out.
All right.
And then we can pick up the artifact.
Get ready for hell, Main Street. Literally.
Is it that hard? Shit, okay.
Yes. We need your help, Main
Literally.
Street.
Yeah, but we really need your help.
Now it is boss fight, everybody.
Can we get?
Stuff. Oh shit, I'm ready to
So there are 4 stages to this boss fight. So first, when you first spawn in, you injure him. And then after you're done injuring him, he will put his shield up and then he will be immortal. So you won't be able to hurt him. And we'll get to that point here. Just keep injuring him.
I'm so nervous. Have you ever actually beat this?
I did once on solo, yes.
Oh god! I didn't know he did that.
You still have perks?
Yeah, I still have perks.
Yeah, if you go down, guys, you'll be able to keep your perks, which is nice.
Now that's a really cool feature. That's really cool, I like that.
Okay,
Alright, he's done.
It sounds
Yep.
like Doom. What the fuck?
so
It is Doom.
you're done injuring him. Now he's not able to be injured. Now there's going to be a bunch of zombies spawning in, and we just have to survive for about a minute. Okay, so stage 2, guys, he can be injured once again.
Maybe one person should shoot at him, the other two
No,
watch
all of
back
us shoot him.
Zombies start spawning.
No.
No, you don't.
Oh my god.
I'll get him. Go, go, go.
He'll hit you with those rockets.
Yeah, it looks like they instantly down you. That's kind of scary.
It's just stuck. That's supposed to happen? I think he's stuck. Oh, never mind.
Okay, he's now not able to be damaged anymore, so survive for another minute. We can damage him again. That's stage 3. Stage 3, dogs will spawn as you're damaging him, so be careful.
Oh, I could watch the dogs while you guys shoot at him.
Yeah, watch the dogs.
Just
I
be
want to
firing
actually
at
punch
it.
your shield if you go down.
Oh, there's avocado. Shit.
Fuck.
I need help with the avocado though.
Alright, I'll take him. Just have the Bowie knife.
So this may not happen exactly like in your game, guys. It seems to be the boss in our game is stuck in animation, so he's not moving. So just to let you know, this boss fight is a little bit bugged for us.
Oh, you can damage him again. Oh, never mind. He was already able to damage. Alright, avocado's down.
There you go.
Alright, stage 4. This is the hardest stage. So zombies will spawn, avogadros will spawn, and engineers will spawn.
Alright, I pull out my big guns.
Survive for another minute.
Careful,
This is
avocado.
where you will fail.
Oh, now I have to put
Okay,
souls?
guys, you do have to
Yeah.
place this stone right here in stage 4 and fill it with souls.
Zombie blood. I took it.
Reloading!
So if you do not
I
get
have
any
zombie
hit
blood.
markers, he's not able to be damaged yet. You just need to continue filling souls.
I killed him, I killed him, I killed him.
Fuck. I'll take him.
I'm red.
I'm knifing the
Oh,
avocado.
No, I can get this. Sacrifices must be made, right?
Okay,
Oh,
he can be
something's
he can be damaged again. Damage him. After you finish filling souls, damage him again.
Wait,
Shoot
so
the hell out of
what
him, Main
done?
Street. Shoot the boss.
I can't. I'm dealing with the Avogadro.
Your heart will be pumping, guys.
Nice.
It is
I can
pumping,
feel it
my
fucking
God,
pumping out of my
fuck.
chest.
Alright, we're good. I'm shooting him.
Shoot the boss, guys. Come on.
I'm watching the right side. I'm watching the right side.
Oh, guys, I
Right.
hate these fucking games, bro.
He doesn't. Avocado.
Lay into him, dead ninja.
I know. Since our guard you right here.
I killed one avocado.
Guys, cover me from him. I'm laying as many bullets as I can. Fuck. Yes. He's down.
I killed him for you.
Thank you.
How come there's no death machines?
Buddy. That's a lot of bullets I'm spraying into him.
Yeah, he takes a lot of damage on this round, on this stage.
Hey, ninja, watch out.
Next ammo.
So beautiful about blowing shit up.
Literally have an RPK. Oh, there it is.
Yes!
I got it.
Okay, guys, if you do not want to see the cutscene,
cutscene.
if you do not want to see the cutscene, click off the video right now because spoilers, I'm going to show the entire cutscene, so turn up your volume.
The sweet feeling of success. So, what now?
Now to just finish what I started.
Oh goody, we're back in the past again.
Don't need psychic power to know what we must start with.
The earth shall tremble no longer.
Now this is a wonder to behold.
That looks pretty good. Oh, I think I need more to drink.
Thirsty? Is that how you are feeling, Nikolai? What is it your big Russian heart wants most of all?
I hope to return to the motherland. To return to my family.
What I want, what my heart desires. I wish only to prove my honor in the eyes of the Emperor.
Come on, Tak. You need to vary it up a bit. Let's get out of here.
Alright guys, and if you've gotten this far, you have beaten Project Elemental Easter Egg. Thank you so much for the map, Polystyreeni, from the bottom of our heart. And please play this map, guys. Play the Easter egg and show Polystyreeni some love. Thank you so much for watching. Ascended Zombie out.